Hi, this is Renee Stanley for Movie Review Relay, and this is my first television review. I'm going to review today's Scandal. The finale was on last night. This is my first television review. Wish me luck. Shonda Rhimes is a brilliant American screenwriter, director, and producer. She's a beautiful, educated woman from a beautiful, educated family. She has enormous success creating the American medical drama Grey's Anatomy, and people appear to love her in her latest creation, American television sensation Scandal. Scandal is an American political thriller television series starring the gorgeous Kerry Washington. Kerry Washington plays Olivia Carolyn Pope, referred to as Liv. Short for, Olivia, Liv. So when you hear Liv, we're talking about Olivia. And that's the former White House Director of Communications who's widely regarded as the best scandal fixer in Washington. The finale was on last night, and here's the recap. There was not a lot of dialogue, just a lot of fast-moving scenes. The season finale opens with scenes of havoc as a bomb detonates. The president is in the war room designating orders. Liv is unsuccessfully trying to control the television coverage as the president, played by Tony Goodwin. Remember Tony Goodwin from Ghost with Demi Moore and Whoopi Goldberg? That's the same guy. He's great. Anyway, he's trying to get sound bites on so he can get reelected, but yeah, they're not really covering him as much as they're covering the victim and then another potential candidate, I should say. So he's not happy about that. And because Liz isn't able to get his sound bites on, he's not happy with her either. She seems to be losing her influence and her allies, because when you're a PR person and you're into consulting, which is what Liv is a high-priced consultant, everyone knows here in America, and I guess all over the world, you need these consultants to win elections. You're paying them millions of dollars to tell you who, what, when, and to gather information and to construct strategy. So you do need that influence. And Liv, clearly something's happened. She's falling out of favor. So nobody's paying her attention. She's telling the television people, okay, shoot the president, stay on the president. And they're like, no, they're going somewhere else. Okay, so anyway, she's losing her influence. So in the previous episode, though, the scene cuts to Liv's father. Liv's father was stabbed, but it clearly looks like he's recovering with some medical intervention. The guy, Huck, that works with Olivia, he's so erotically aroused over this crime scene with all the blood and everything that he gets, he has sex with this girl, doggy style, right in the same area of crime where all the blood and everything. He's really sicko. It's really sad. Liz realizes that they're going to lose the election, so she runs and tells the president, the polls are down. They're not reflecting that you're going to win. You're not going to get reelected. So the first lady knows about it till she hears, and she's livid. Her name is Millie, and she wants Liv to get back all the consulting fees. That's millions of dollars, you can imagine. She wants all her money back. Okay, so Millie wants all her money back. So then the president spends some time with Liv alone, okay, with the wife not around. And then he starts talking about how he wants to divorce his wife, and he wants to marry Liv. And they have 2 kids, live happily ever after. And after they make that exchange of information, now Liv informs the president that his wife has been keeping a secret, that she's been raped by somebody very close to him. You'll find out when you watch the series. So now the president he shifted his affections now. His affections are going back to his wife. He goes to his wife now and consoles her. And in the midst of consoling her, there is a reconciliation moment. And now he wants to stay with her. No divorce. Okay. Because he just told Liv, remember, that they're going to get married. This is what you guys do. Sneakies. But anyway, okay. The president says what a lot of men say to their mistresses. A lot of them say, well, we'll just have to wait a little while longer and then we'll get married. But we'll get married, but we'll just have to wait. This isn't the right time. And if you remember the movie Waiting to Exhale, the same thing happened with Whitney's character. Remember? The guy told her the same thing, because she played like this character called Savannah who's dating a married man. He said the same exact thing, but they all say that, okay? In the next scene, the president's son passes away from a rare strand of bacteria meningitis. It was reportedly stolen by Liv's mother. So since it's such a rare strand, the president's thinking is that Liv's mother killed my son. So he vows to get revenge and kill her. He tells Liv this. He says, Liv, I still love you and everything, but I'm going to have to kill your mother because my son is dead. So, yeah, eye for eye, whatever you want to call it, that whole thing. And so, of course, at that point, Liv is so discouraged and despondent she wants to quit. So she goes to her father's bedside. The father's recovering from the stab wound from the mother, and the mother visits the hospital room too. Don't ask me, it's crazy, but you'll see. And she could have stabbed him, I guess, to finish the job, but she didn't. She walks out and leaves Liv and the father to discuss things. And what Liv says is, I want you, Daddy, to help me quit. I want to get out of the business now, and I've had it. People are dying, and they always were dying. That's nothing new. I don't know. She gets an attack of conscience now, but okay. So she wants to leave out of the business for good. So he says, yeah, I help you. Money, flights, whatever you need, you got it. I help you get out. So great. But now Jake wants to go with her, okay? And if you know Jake, they have a history too. Liv has some history. But anyway, yeah. So the last thing that happens is there is a montage that occurs where all these loose ends are tied up to the tune of Papa Was a Rolling Stone. It's an American R&B classic song. It's a Motown hit by the Temptations. But you hear that, and while that's playing, like I said, all of the loose ends are tied together now. Liv's father, Rowan, appears to kill Harrison Wright and all of Liv's associates. He also has her mother picked up, the crazy mother, which you'll see more about, and he returns her to her underground prison. And in the last scene involving Mama Pope, she's staring up at the camera from her underground prison. You see this beautiful actress. And by the way, Mama Pope is played by Candy Alexander. Some of you guys know her from CSI Miami. She's beautiful. She's a dancer, you know, so she's this gorgeous, tall thing, you know, and she's staring at the camera so pitifully. But you don't care because her character is nuts. So you kind of say, okay, she's where she should be, underground somewhere. She's supposed to have been dead, remember, because the president wanted to kill. But okay, for whatever reason, they put her underground. Okay, you'll see. We'll have to figure it out when it comes up again. Okay, maybe next season or whenever. All right, so Huck arrives at his family's doorstep. So I guess, you know, the door opens and she sees him. So, all right, so Liv flies away with, of all people, Jake. Because they, like I said, they always had a thing between them. So some of us are surprised, but then some of us are not. You know, Liv is a strange creature. And that's, I guess, what makes it interesting, you know. But anyway, so that's it. And you find the bottom line is, Rowan Eli Pope, you're the father, Liv's father. You're the Svengali. You're the guy, the puppeteer, the guy that's running stuff. Because you end up on top. You know, everybody else is kind of torn apart in different ways. And their life has been worsened. But your life is better. And most of us know in life, whoever gets the heads up, the better. Okay, you had the best day. You had the best year. You're having the best life. Thank you for joining me today for the recap. I hope you join me again for some of my movie reviews. And we'll talk about some more things, some things that we feel are interesting. You know, I'm so happy you joined me today. So until we meet again, Renee Stanley for Movie Review Relay.